main reasons why this price tested resistance, spiked higher, and then aggressively sold short. This is on a daily time frame, so this caught a lot of people by surprise, right? Exactly, Chris. Yes, hit stops. Exactly, Roland. Looking for stops. You know, we all know this scenario, right? Because everyone thinks alike generally. Well, not everyone, but you know, smart traders think alike. Let's just say, and not so smart traders also think alike. But anyway, if you had entered this position short and you say, okay, well, worst case scenario, I'm not going to have, you know, it's pretty obvious that you're not going to have your stop just below the previous high, right? You're going to have your stop above the previous high. You're going to say, okay, maybe I'll leave a room of maybe 5 pips or something. So just in case it spikes higher. But what it tends to do, it tends to hit all of the stops in this area. And what then it sucks, also hits the stops, but also sucks in some traders to go long. Before then we see a continuation. So this is fresh selling that occurs. So you would know on this close of this bar here, let me add a, you probably see a divergence. Okay, well, for some reason I can't add, but can you please add a RSI on your chart, 7, on the daily pound dollar to see whether there's a bearish divergence, please? And was there also some form of a POC level at this level, about at 1.63? Naked POC. Okay, at which level, please, Roland? Because if it's naked, so is it just above this high, if it's still naked? Okay, here we go. 1.6307 weekly, but can't read because they're all over each other. Okay, Roland has 1.6303, 1.6303. So in this level, daily, great stuff. 307, great. So it's all in around here. So that was very nice. So in this scenario, yeah, it tried to test resistance. There must have been a reason why. What's interesting here is that was on the second, because there's a big sell-off here on the second. So obviously there must have been. Okay, this might have been because of the fiscal cliff news. That was on the second, right? Because we saw the test higher and then a sell-off, which actually means that the dollar's strengthening. Not that anything negative was happening with the UK economy. It was just that the dollar showed signs of some form of resolution with the fiscal cliff. So we saw a strengthening of the dollar, hence a aggressive pullback to the downside off those levels. So yeah, okay, so that's the scenario there. That's good. Then okay, great. So that's that. So what I'm keeping my eyes on is I'm looking at the oil market. This is what's happened. It's steadily been pushing higher. Tested a short-term high. Spiked through that. Closed pretty high actually. So we'll see whether it can continue or not. Hanging around $93 a barrel level. You know, if I put some trend lines, simple trend line levels here. See where we are. Okay, so it broke through this trend line. So what it may do, another one here. Okay, this is interesting. So it broke through the initial trend line, and then it tested the next swing, and now we're holding. Can anyone identify? Sorry, I can't seem to open the studies. Can you please pull up your oil chart and then add a divergence, please? RSI. Add an RSI to see whether you can locate a divergence on a daily time frame. Because it seems that the market's tested. That would actually be a nice short trade, to be honest. That would actually be a nice long-term short trade. I might even be looking at putting a position here. Just as a long-term, like small lot size as a short. Because I think this market could really push lower. Let me just add a... So, tested. This is interesting. Can you see this, guys? Tested the 50 from this height, swing high to swing low. Tested the 50% level. So what do we have here? We have 50%, 50% retracement. Then we have, now let me know whether there's a divergence there. Even if not on a daily, but maybe on an 8-hour time frame or 4-hour. There, div, question mark. Daily trend line. No divergence. Okay, great stuff, Roland. How about on an 8-hour or 4-hour time frame? Any divergence there, please? Daily trend line. Kind of like this setup. Is there any POC on the... great. I'm happy to hear that. So, bear div on an 8-hour time frame. 8-hour time frame. Then, is there any POC, guys, on oil? Can you pull it up if you get a chance? Because this could be a nice trade as a... basically a stop just above the highs here at 94.638. Slightly higher. I may give it some room to about maybe 95. So if I'm taking a risk of 93.7, $1.30, then I would like to have a target. You can have. Then I would like to have a target of $1. I'd like to have a target of also $1.30. Or just below a short term. Let's see if they have any trend lines in place. Okay, so even maybe down to 92. 92.7, so potentially could be able to test there. So that will be the setup play, guys. Stop just above here, 94.87, 94.9, and then targets down there. This could potentially be the resistance in place. We have divergence, we have the trend line, we have the. This is a nice setup here. Now, what else do we need? We fully understand that technical seems to be set up for short. But what else do we need, guys?